Clear your noses. Yeah, what's up with y'all, man?
What's up? What's up?
Cooling.
A reality check is in order. You know what I mean? It's so funny. People pay attention to celebrity lives and communities more than their own. And when you have situations like that, shit starts to fall apart. Kids may go unled. Adults may get a little too childish, and nobody gets the big picture.
Yeah,
I
pray
don't
for
know.
the city.
Clap it up, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
That it seems like that's goals now. You know what I mean? Who has the fastest switch? Who can spin the block the most amount of times? I don't know. Where are we going, bro? Where are we going with this thing, y'all?
Pray for the city, for one. Gotta say that. Pray for the city. It makes you wonder who's listening, who's watching. Because everybody want to paint a picture, but what's the bigger picture?
It's worsening, man. You almost can't count on your fingers how many deaths have happened related to gun violence and young people. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. We need shame back. You remember when it used to be shameful to do certain things? It used to be, we need embarrassment. We need shame. You wouldn't walk outside a certain way because you were ashamed of how other people may view you, or you were embarrassed because that looks crazy. Nowadays, nobody has any shame.
Not even the parents have shame.
Especially the parents.
They don't have no shame.
They're the ones also pushing the agenda silently. You know what I mean? Because they think, my son is going to be all right, or my daughter's going to be all right. Everybody else's is dumber than mine. You know what I mean?
Mine I pray over mine.
Yeah, I pray over mine.
Okay.
Like somebody else is praying over theirs too.
Right.
I'm not saying who's going to win here. I'm not saying who has the better prayer,
right.
but, survival of the fittest, man.
Yeah, behind that prayer.
How we bring shame back?
How do we bring it back?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think that's I have to go back to the beginning of that first. I think people got so shamed that they just said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Imagine getting yourself aired out on social media for something, a shortcoming or a mistake you made, and people never let it die down. Like the bar has been extremely lowered, and now you can get out here and do whatever, and people just gonna talk anyway, so you might as well run it up. You know what I mean?
Being exposed.
How do you bring back shame, man?
Man, that's what we lost at right there. I ain't even thought about it till you said it, tell you the truth. Yeah. But yeah, it's the shame factor that we might be missing.
But wouldn't that be a part of character? Not saying everybody, but some people pay attention of their self-control. Shame has to be still within you. If you don't have shame within you, then definitely we lost you.
Right.
Definitely.
But I think there's different levels of shame. Like some parents are proud that their kids are successful gangbangers. Like they say, you wouldn't play with my son like that. They'll call their son to come do some work.
Yeah, or allow them to.
Right. Should the parent be shameful to having a gangster son, or should you be shameful that you can't call your son if you got a problem?
Weaponizing the kids, man. You know what I mean? It comes in so many different formats, but this particular one breeds enemies. You know what I mean? Like, people don't forget. Something could happen to you tomorrow, but they still have to live on this earth with the fact that people may not like them just because of who you are or what you've done.
Or their shame. You know, a lot of people don't take shame as well as other people. They feel like, well, I lost mine. You're going to take a loss too because you're shamed. So I think that's where that shame shows back up again in that area.
Yeah.
Hey, now that you say that, though, maybe we got too much shame.
Too much shame.
That might be crazy.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
Just that fast.
Yeah.
Just that fast. Yeah.
You might have stumbled. You might have be on to something now.
The ones who crashing out, they definitely shame, man.
They got too much shame.
They got too much of it.
Yeah. Their pride is puffed up. So shame and pride kind of the same thing?
Yep. Go
Pretty
hand
much.
in hand.
They go hand in hand. What do other cultures do, man? Do they sit and talk, man? I mean, don't get me wrong. They do worse sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But, on a smaller scale, just the everyday person, it's like, can we handle this better? Is it possible to have a sit down with a mediator or somebody who may be able to communicate with both sides and kind of air this thing out?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to work. You go back to shameful and prideful. And also, you got to watch what you eating. You got to watch what you eat. Watch what you feeding yourself, because somebody might take a loss and don't really want to handle it, but they got someone in their ear. They got someone feeding the information till they feel like, oh, I got to do something. I got to do something, because if I go back out there, I took that loss. Somebody gonna say, oh, you should have did this. You talking all that, but somebody did that to your man's. I think it's just,
and that's the worst.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Like, I gotta prove a point. I gotta prove a point to myself. If it's not to myself, to the streets.
Especially when a rapper from the suburbs or a rapper who's already in position to live as a millionaire is telling you to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? The music plays a great part, but at the same time,
your homeboy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Think of the homeboy.
Yeah.
In the gang. If I'm with you, then I spin it for you. So now if something happened, they find somebody to blame, or we got to ride. What happened to I? They look for the weed. And I'm like, no, it's yourself. You got to make a decision at the end of the day. You got to make a decision whether you're going to do that or not.
Yeah. I commend a lot of the fellas who are behind the walls or have been there. A lot of them are speaking out lately, and they're trying to paint the picture to these young cats that it doesn't get better. And it becomes lame as hell when you begging somebody to put money on your books every week. And now you're back there being more of a burden than you were when you were outside.
Right.
I commend a lot of these older fellas who are getting out there and speaking their truth as far as their experiences and trying to, put the younger generation on the right path. Because if you want to be behind bars for the rest of your life, eating what they put in front of you, if you want to do that for the next 20, 30 years,
right.
You know what I mean?
But I don't think they even want to do that. I don't think they even want to do that because it goes back to shame. Like, I got to do something. So I don't believe they really want to.
Yeah.
They going to take that route. It's definitely going there.
It's going there.
That's why they run.
Yeah.
Because if you really did it because you was doing it and you like that, call me. Call them. I'm ready.
A point, man. I had a barber. My barber told me once, he was like, I don't believe in a gangster. You know why? Because when them people pull up, you get right in the car.
Yep.
You'll bang on any of your kind, whoever looked like you. You'll shoot innocent bystanders if it came down to it. When them people pull up and they catch you, you get in the back of that car every time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got multiple mug shots where you surrendered. Mm-hmm. You surrendered to them, these parents. We got to talk about signs, man. We got to talk about signs, and we got to talk about the involvement, you know what I mean? Because a lot of this could be nipped in the bud early if we catch it and if we're honest with ourselves. Parents aren't always honest.
No.
You know what I mean? Parents paint their children as the perfect angels that wouldn't dare. Even in the worst case scenario, my child would never. You know what I mean?
My child ain't the only one.
Hey, man, let's be honest.
Ain't the only one, but can you save that one?
Yeah.
Can you help us with this one if your child ain't the only one doing it?
There are signs.
Yeah.
There are signs, and we like to ignore. So when you see those things in Facebook pictures or whatever, you got to call it out, man. Your child throwing up signs or saying this and that.
Question it.
It ain't cute.
Question it. Yeah.
Somebody else looking at it saying, oh, well, you represent the opposite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
They like the pictures. They comment under them and they kind of avoid or ignore the negatives. Is it okay to do that?
It probably ain't okay to do it, but you can always have. When we talk to our community, I want us to do it with the aspect of there's always gonna be crash outs. Mm-hmm. Driving fast as hell till they crash too, without a seatbelt. So we gotta always come from, and sometimes
crash dummy.
Right, that crash out, he'll kill multiple people on his way to his crash and destroy a lot of property on the way to his crash. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll think we got a problem in our community when it's just one crash out doing a lot of goddamn damage.
Crashing out, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just one. Taking a lot with him when he go.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the guy we got to lock up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Here we
go.
go.
So you believe they crash out because, how can I say that? It's not a gang behind them when they thought it was?
I think.
Because how you the only one crashing out?
I think we had crash out since the beginning of time. Yeah. Niggas in the 60s was crashing. That's the start of the Crips and the Bloods. Crashing out hard as hell. 70s crash, 80s crash. Crack epidemic was wild. 90s crash, and we crashing today. It's always going to be a level of crash out. We just got to find his ass. We got to weed his ass out.
Yeah.
And turn him over to the local authorities.
Lock his ass up.
Say it, lock his ass up.
His ass got to go. And if it's your child, you got to give his ass up. We'll lock your ass up too. I think if your child get 30, the parent get 5.
Damn, you think that'll solve some things?
That'll nip some shit in the bud. You looking at 5.
Oh man, because you responsible if they don't go to school. You can get locked up for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when they stealing,
tough on that no more.
When they shooting, stealing, and plummeting and causing distress in the community,
get them. Hey, that's a great point though.
Yeah,
they'll lock you up when you don't send your child to school.
Yeah, they will.
Man,
or even shots. If your child don't got all those shots,
you can get locked up for that too.
You get locked up.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So lock their ass up.
Straight child.
When your child get plus certain amount of years, I think we start probably sentencing the parents.
Definitely for the 14 to 15 to 16-year-olds. Like, why are these children outside of the home at this time of night?
Glock?
They might be accomplice.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
A lot of parents say, "I'm involved. I've been involved," but what type of involvement are you giving? Because you could be involved and still okay the nonsense. You see what I'm saying? You might be like, yeah, nobody gonna touch them, or back to the prayers. I pray for mine. That's cool, but where's the faith? Where's the works behind the faith? Like, where's the works behind the prayer? You can pray all day long till you blue in the face. But if your child out there doing what he doing, what's that saying? You die by the sword. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Prayer just bouncing out the wall in your house.
Yeah.
You know?
And I do think we do have parents sometimes send their kids to like these boot camps and stuff like that. And if you're that child that's getting sent to boot camp and shit, you are a detriment to your community. I just want to tell you that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're the crasher. Your detriment ass to the community on. And go detriment somebody else's community. Get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere else and destroy some shit.
Some run their parents' house. I believe some parents really fear their child. Yeah. I believe a lot of parents fear their child. Cause I don't know where that boy get this from. I don't even know where she get it from. Like, and I seen a lot of females bark back at their mom. I'm like, yo, like she really terrified of her child. Like she ain't barking back. You know, and I think that's plays another part in our community. Parents, you got to get in front of the kids. You cannot stand behind them or if he go down, I got his back. Cool. You supposed to. That's your child. But to a certain extent. You know, so we got to come from behind them. We got to stop trying to walk beside them and be like them. He got to get in front of them and lead again. Like, we got to lead them. It's no leave outs.
And then our society, even if you getting the good stuff at home, you will leave your door. And the crash out is popular. The crash out getting the girls. The crash out the cool nigga. They call the crash out the real nigga.
Yeah.
You know, he no tolerance, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes who aren't like him are what we call bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we having a conflict in our community where if you're not a crash out, you're a bitch ass nigga.
Facts.
Right? And if you don't want to go to jail, bitch ass nigga.
Yep.
If you ain't willing to just throw your life away at any old instance, you a bitch ass nigga. And so you don't want to be that. So you get in the car with the crash out or start your own crash.
Yeah.
In this violent circle of people crashing cars and fucking up our community. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They are.
Language been left behind in episode 1, man.
That's
pretty late. That's a late apology.
A late apology.
I think one of the first things you said was a curse word, man.
Lock his ass.
Yeah, man.
But you're right. I agree with that. And I see a lot of gang members, they bum.
Yeah.
They needy. They're very needy. They're very needy.
Man, I can't drink my water on that.
Stay. You need a Glock. You need to switch. You need somewhere to sleep. You need some way to eat. You need somebody to cuddle with. You
need somebody to wash your clothes. They don't even wash their clothes.
They don't even got trap houses no more.
They got trap
They
houses.
just invading the city. Like,
man.
Yeah, I'm going to find a chick that stay over here, and I'm going to stay with this chick, and I'm going to run this chick house. And this chick can be miserable. Man. I mean, want him out the way. I mean, everything is miserable when he around. But guess what? He done dominated the space. And I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, how do we let these young men that feel like they gangster / bitch-ass niggas dominate? They dominate the space. Even on housing, they dominate in the apartments because they ain't signing up for these apartments. These girls are signing up for these apartments. So, young ladies, the message to y'all is get out the way. You got to get yourself out the way because all you doing is housing these gangsters / bums because they need you in order to thrive.
A lot of you gangbangers are homeless.
Yeah.
Next time you dealing with a gang member, ask him, do he got a place to stay?
Meet your family.
Homosexuals is what they call it, right? Homosexuals, man. You like somebody who got a crib.
Right.
You feel me?
Then when you get caught up, then I want you to look out for me. I want you to hang there and ride for me. What?
Man, that ties back in what B was saying, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's the crash outs causing the community harm and damage. So that's kind of like how it spreads, how it happens. A homosexual finds a woman who may be gullible enough to, come on in. You know what I'm saying? But for the duration of his time there, he's stealing, influencing others to join the gang. What message are you getting these kids or these people who are your peers to put out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the crash outs are the ones who come into the community and do that.
Yeah, and then when they come into the homes and do that, I got to go back to housing. Because when you sign up for those apartments, you have children. So now when my mama bring in the crash out, now I'm looking up to this crash out like, oh yeah, that's where I want to be. Or that's how I want to do it. and they get attached to the crash out. Now we got another crash out coming up behind that other crash out because you introduce us to this type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Or, something like, so that's a dominant thing. Like, I just wish that young women would just tune in on that. Like, come on. Don't pick that. Don't choose that. Oh, he got to be this. He got to be that. He got money up his arm. He got gold in his mouth. I'm looking like half of these young men don't even lift their head up to take a picture. Yeah, how can you see them? You won't see them.
Not the look, though.
Right. The look. I'm looking like, well, ask him, do he got a toolbox or something?
Man.
If you don't got a toolbox, I don't think he for you.
One screwdriver. Please.
Right, something.
Just show me a screwdriver, dog.
Something.
Show me a flathead.
What's that thing they say back then? They be like, come out with the tool out for the women.
Man.
Yeah, we got to come out with a different tool, women. We can't come out with that type of tool because that ain't drawing nothing but the crash out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got to have a different type of tool.
Hey, man, those gold teeth are old, Some of them gold teeth came from Big Dog in the mall.
Now he on the storefront.
You know how long it been since Big Dog been in the mall, man?
Yeah.
Some of those gold teeth are tarnished, bruh. Man. They wear them like prosthetics, too.
Yeah. That's why you don't take care of your real teeth.
You still... Wait, what camera am I... You still got to brush your teeth when you got fronts, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not an excuse. It's not a substitute. Brush them damn teeth if you got them fronts in your mouth. You brush the fronts. They brush the fronts before they brush the teeth.
Yes. It's dummy. Like beef shirt. I'm going to get that shirt. Dummy. Because now when your teeth start deteriorating, now what? Your fronts can't even... You
have nothing to fit them on.
Now you right here gumming. Because you took care... You pop them out. You did it in for the girls. But yeah, you didn't take care of your personal self.
Man.
Yeah.
Say people are so caught with the idea of something. And that kind of like irks me a bit. You know what I mean? Because you don't understand maintenance. You don't know what it takes to maintain something. You can get the chain, you can get the grill, you can get the girl, or you can get whatever, but our people are so infatuated with the idea of having something, but once you get it, you don't know how to maintain it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever see somebody with all nice stuff, but then you see them like a year, like not even a year, a few months down the line, it don't shine the same way. Nope. You know what I mean? It's not taken care of. Nope. You have to take care of things. And that's where we fall short. It ain't just about acquiring. We always like to acquire the new car. We like to acquire the spot. We like to acquire the woman or the man. We like to acquire. We just love acquiring acquisition. Excuse me. But we don't know nothing about maintenance. You know what I'm saying? That's even like children. People acquire children. But there's a maintenance factor that goes into play with children.
That's right.
You know what I mean? There was a point in time I feel that it was just popular to have a child. And it's like, oh, I want one too. I want one. And you may get baby fever is what they call it. There's maintenance that comes into play with children.
That's right.
The responsibility is nonetheless lighter.
It never leaves.
You know what I'm saying? It never leaves, man.
It never leaves.
Like, we got to learn about a thing or two about maintenance. Yeah. If you want to be the type to go get the car, go get the car. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. Make sure you maintain it. And that's for everything. You know what I mean? That's an analogy for everything in your life. Work hard to get it. But just as hard as you work to get it, maintain it. Make sure that it can carry you where you need to go, or make sure it doesn't make you crash out. You know what I'm saying? It's about maintenance, man. We don't know anything, but hopefully they listen.
Hey, the maintaining thing is cool, though.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever really heard somebody, break down. You got to not just acquire, you got to learn how to keep it.
Got to learn how to keep it.
And that go for your woman, too, though.
Yeah.
You can't just get her. You got to keep that maintenance up on them.
That's right. If she was an old school when you got to treat her like an old school.
You got to treat her like an old school.
She wasn't that new push to start now.
Man.
And you can't get that old school and drive it like a new school.
No. Man. I see some of these cats out here, them things be clean. I'm like, yeah, he took care of that. It was in 1975. He took care of that. You know? Gotta maintain it.
Hey, the push starts the new age.
Yep, that's what I call it.
You don't want to drive those, man.
Nah.
And I mean that with all due respect, but
man,
it's a lot to handle.
Yep.
Your cruise control may lock on that. That's the reason you crashing out right there.
Computer
you
chips.
know what I'm saying?
Computer chips.
Word, man. It's a lot going on with the new schools, man. You can't drive those the same way. They don't want to crank for you sometimes.
Yeah.
They require too much maintenance because the parts are imported.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's a lot going on, man.
Or maybe we just doing low maintenance on the new cars.
Man.
Yeah. Let's gut the new cars and put some old school shit in it.
Trade them.
Yeah.
That new generation trade them.
Swap it out.
It's an
wind
investment.
tripping, we'll swap it out.
Yeah, it's giving me an issue, so I got to trade this one out.
our community is we got a lot of problems, but I think we can't fix them. It's
B got that over with mentality, man.
That shit over with. The crash out is gonna continue to crash because we come from a crash out code. Tupac, when he was I Get Around on the stage, but when Tupac start crashing his car in the vehicles and started beefs, he was the most popular rapper in America. Kendrick Lamar rapping, everybody was like, oh yeah, he beefed with Drake, and now he the best rapper on the planet.
Yeah,
people like a good crash. People like a train wreck, as they used to say it.
They feel it. They do. They definitely feel it.
Yeah.
So if there's more negative going on, you get more praise for the negative. All right.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy out here.
I think the crash out starts in the home. I think we got to start in the home. That's why there's no saving. You're right. We can't save it. We cannot save it. Only way we can start saving it is start in your household.
Yeah.
Got to start in your household. Right.
Get involved with your kids and what they're doing, man. Listen, 30 minutes a day. We want to get the people watching involved too. You know what I mean? So if y'all got comments or if y'all have views or things, we not sitting up here like we're holier than thou.
Right.
You know what I mean? We want you guys to entertain the concept or the ideas, but we also want you guys to put your own thing in there. Let us hear what you want to get off your chest about this whole situation as well. You know what I mean? Everybody has a point of view, and we want to hear yours too. You know what I mean? But 30 minutes, 10 minutes a day to ask your child, how was their day? What'd you do today? Is anything going on? You know what I mean?
Make plans.
If so, tell me what's going on. All right, boom. Next week or this week, let's do this. It ain't got to be nothing you got to spend bread on. I get it. It get tight sometimes, you know what I mean? But there's activities that you can do in your homes. You feel me? That'll give your child more to look forward to. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it like this, man. There's nothing to do in the house. Moms ain't doing nothing with me. Pops ain't doing nothing with me. The gang saying, let's go here. They saying, jump in the car and let's do this. 10 minutes a day just to inspire them to know that there are other options. You know what I mean? As I mentioned, we accomplish in a sense. You know what I mean? We accomplish when we don't step forward and when we like the things or when hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Your child is dealing with veterans. What I mean by that is they just got a gun last week. It got a switch on it because that's what the rappers do, right? They have no experience shooting it at anybody. They have no experience moving around with it. It's heavy. You know what I mean? They have no experience aiming, and they're dealing with a child from the other side of town that's been on this shit for 5 years now. A hardened war veteran. You know what I mean? So when they get out in the field with them, you think they stand a chance? You think they really about to get out here and hit their mark the first time they get out here? This is what your child is dealing with. You know what I mean? And we can't deny that we can't say it's not. All of these bodies dropping, man. These children are dying. Yeah. And they're losing their lives to people with more experience with guns than they have. It's popular to have a switch. It's popular to have this. It's popular to have that. The drums, whatever. It's popular to have the extendos, but nobody raps about trying how to use them. And they're not going on YouTube trying to figure out how to use these weapons. No. You know what I mean? Your children are getting killed by professionals, man. Professional marksmen, professional assassins at this point. If you've been out in the street and been shooting for 5, 6, 7 years, y'all better save y'all kids, man. Jump in because they about to go out here and get demolished. Just had to throw that out there right quick, man. Like,
yeah. Hey, put your kids on the sidewalks. Keep them out the streets.
Keep them out the streets, man.
There's the crash outs and they full speed.
Yeah.
That crash out is a war veteran.
You know, schedule something, do something yearly, something. You know, maybe that time when y'all went to Florida, y'all might got a family trip y'all do every year. Do something, schedule something. Keep something in front of you. You ain't got nothing to do. All right, come ride with me. You know, let's make this our gym day. If I notice you hanging out with somebody, I heard this a long time ago. Actually, my boss told me. He said, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." So when he said, I was like, "What? What he mean by that?" So that means whoever you bring around, I know, and you influencing, and that's influencing you. I got to make plans for you now. Okay, if you and such do this every day or play ball every day, now me and you got something to do. This our gym day. You can't. I'm gonna wean you away from such stuff without telling you, because you know how kids is. Kids ain't gonna do what you tell them. They gonna do what you show them. So if you show me it's cool hanging with such and such, and he to crash out, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna crash out, and then I'm gonna be the biggest fan of my son, cause that's my son, that my boy. I'm gonna ride for him.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your kids' friends too. They start bringing people around and you don't notice. Say something. Don't sit there and give them a plate. Say something.
And the fellas, I gotta talk to the fellas. We gotta not crash out over the hubs, over the females. Sometimes as soon as a female walk into a room or something, now he gotta prove to the female he the most toughest nigga in the room. He gonna slap your hat off your head or talk about your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause a conflict,
Yeah.
So he can flex his muscles, and then he gonna get his ass murdered. And then now we talking about, you know what I'm saying, crash outs and stuff again, all because somebody trying to impress a female. So fellas, if we can control our ability to try to impress, because she probably don't even like you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you starting all this stuff, and she don't even want you.
And she already there for the wrong reason. I'm gonna tell you that. So fellas, from a lady, if she take any part in that or have any liking of that, and you know it danger, yeah, she ain't. You might need to rethink that. Yeah, rethink her real fast. Because she's gonna look for the next gangster.
Right.
She's gonna look for the next right.
It's always a big
Then it comes down to loyalty. It was never loyalty.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you get locked up or something, she gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
You got very few who will stick it out. Very few. They'll send you their checks. They'll do all of that. But what's the odds of you getting one?
All right.
They're already taken, man. You know what I mean? You could live your life out here and have somebody ride for you, and you can ride for them the same way. You know what I mean? But just imagine how many prison rooms are preoccupied right now with kids who just thought it was going to be that forever. You thought you was going to be out here forever doing whatever? And if you could hear the true stories, if you could hear what they really thought right now, they'll tell you straight up, I was a jackass. And if not now, that's because they ain't even reached 30 yet.
They
Just
ain't
imagine.
processed it yet.
10 years passed. You probably got kids. They don't know who you are. They haven't seen or touched your hand, your face. You haven't had a real conversation with them outside of the eyes of other people. 40 hit. Your child done graduated. If they not coming right in behind your ass.
Right. Because you left.
You left.
Yeah, you left.
Oh, you left.
Yeah, you left something open. And open was where the street lies. You left it open because now my daddy gone. I got to help my mama.
Man.
Oh, my mama at work all the time. I ain't got nothing to do with board. They go that boredom is again. You got to, you got to. So now I got to find something to do. I got to find somebody to come over. I got to find somebody to sneak in. Now you done run into her and another nigga. So now y'all crashing out. Everybody crashing out. So yeah, dads, we got to step up. Please don't go to jail.
Here, man.
Please. Please cut the cycle off. We got to.
We need more, who they call bitch ass niggas. I think we need to get it moving. It got to be the norm.
Yeah.
That you avoid crashing out. Because we did the YOLO thing.
We did that.
You know, you only live once, but you live every day, actually. You only die once.
You only die once.
You got to live for people instead of, people tell you all the time, I die for you, but shit, you got to live for me too, brother.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Because I know you ain't want to die.
Right. We don't, death permanent.
Right.
Permanent, man. Ain't nobody came back yet.
No.
Nobody came back to say, hey, it's fine over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on.
And then a lot of y'all gonna burn in hell. Like, you anxious to die and you're going to hell.
For everything.
Let social media tell it, though. You know, everybody made it to heaven, man.
Right. They be like, he looking down on us. No, he's not.
No, definitely no.
Let Facebook tell it, man.
No,
everybody made it to heaven, man.
I think that's the talk we need to have right there.
Okay.
When you die, what y'all think? He went to heaven or hell? He did all this crashing. His whole life, he probably died on the crash. And now you think he in heaven?
Man.
Hey, we better have a long look in the mirror. I want to go to heaven.
You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is, you got to go somewhere afterwards. After this life is over with, because you ain't here. Instead of shame, maybe it's more so a directed fear. There's no such thing as just not preoccupying any space if you already preoccupied one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Eternal. Right.
If you burn garbage, even though it's carbon now, it still exists somewhere.
Yeah.
No matter how many pieces it breaks down into, your soul or whatever, you exist somewhere. You don't think all of the things you do are preparing or charging yourself negatively for something. You know what I mean? People don't think about that, is my point. So if we start thinking about the bigger picture, maybe people will be fearful enough to not go do that bullshit you was gonna do.
Right.
You
know what I'm saying?
You need to fear God back.
You got
the consequences.
Yeah.
The consequences.
Not a religious individual myself per se,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Godly, yes, but religious, not so much. But I do understand the concept or the precautions of religion when they tell you to fear God, and when they tell you shouldn't listen to any person other than, it stops a lot of this shit from happening, man.
It does. It does.
If you scared of burning in hell, you will stop a lot of that shit.
You will stop.
Yeah.
You will cut it out.
You will cut it out, man.
Just obey.
Because I know back in the days, you was acting up. The motherfuckers would pick up stones and stone your ass to death. That had to put the fear of God in you. You know how long it gonna take you to die?
Man.
From stoning.
A nice good ass cutting.
A good proper.
They don't do it. They don't do it no more. They don't do that.
Man.
Proper.
Yeah.
So we probably just need to bring back the fear of God and people got to start thinking, hey, is this heaven or hell? Am I living a heaven or hell life?
Yeah.
Definitely fear God first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to fear the parents. You got to fear your parents. Because parents, I'm going to tell you now, if the kid ain't scared of you, there we go.
Hey, fear is a good thing.
Fear.
I wear my seatbelt because I'm scared of crashing.
Facts. Wear your seatbelts, kids. Anybody who's just gotten their license or anybody who's just new to driving, cut all that texting and driving shit out for one. You know what I mean? We all could work on it. We all could work on trying to multitask and do other things while we're driving. But kids got it bad, man. You know what I mean?
Think nothing can happen to them.
Nothing. And that's the mindset.
What?
It ain't going to happen to me. It's the worst mindset to have in life.
I'm good. Okay.
Because when it does, you might not live to tell about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It gets bad.
Back to the parental involvement, man. I know I mentioned, we have to be honest with ourselves about whether our children are in gangs or whether they're experiencing things that might jeopardize their lives down the line. Children go missing. For me, it's the fact that a lot of times parents don't have pictures of their kids that they're not holding up signs. You know what I mean? When you post the picture that you want people to identify the child, if you had it, you probably would have used another picture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
School picture.
But most times, these kids are throwing things up. They're representing something. You feel me? This is where the in denial, and I'm not saying for the parent themselves, but for the people who are trying to veil or trying to protect the parent from the reality.
Right.
We need the reality, man. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, an investigative team may be able to determine that your child is on North Main right now if he's throwing up this.
Right.
Or may be able to determine that, they're in Maysville. They're here. They're there right now based off of that. But if we cut it at the gate saying, no, my child ain't, no, that child ain't in no gang. That ain't no, you know what I mean? How far can we get? Even if it's not about trying to solve the gang issue now, let's find out where these children are.
That's right.
We got to be honest, man. We can't deny it anymore. We can't say this is just for fun. This ain't fun, bro.
Right.
This ain't fun. This will get somebody knocked off.
Yeah.
It has. Take a look at all of your child's pictures. Take a look at after this conversation, after listening to this episode, take a look at everything and all the things that you thought were once, no, it couldn't be. Open your eyes, man. Question it, man.
Question it.
This is real life, and it's a time-sensitive matter because a lot of people who may not have their children here today, they might have wished that they got the chance to go and check. And if they saw something, let me say one thing. Let me, you know what I mean, raise my voice. All of these barriers that we don't do with our children. We don't do this or we don't. Hey, man, time waits on no man. Welcome the idea that your child may be involved in things. Our parents called us on that shit, man. They nipped it in the bud, too. We still gonna do what we gonna do, but maybe if you got a little bit of somebody telling you something, you might think about it down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the runaways.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the runaways and I'm saying two questions. What are they running from? And where they running to? Those are my most important two questions because that spooks me. I'm like, well, how is that common for a child just to run away 13, 14, 15, 16? Where are you going to?
Yeah.
And when you get them back, my baby was found safe and no harm. I just want to know what are the questions that is you just questioning the child or you letting the child have his way?
What are the repercussions?
Right. You know, like, what are we doing here? Like, everybody posts about when you find them. Can you please ask them the question for me? Like, let me know what are we doing? Because some of these crash dummies is the ones that's running away or the runaways running too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see your child on the other side of town and you go to stop and say, well, they don't got to live like that. They got a house. They got a home. They got food. Okay, maybe you got to dig a little deeper. Maybe that ain't just what they need.
Yeah.
It's something missing out of that missing child or that runaway. Something's missing.
Yeah.
So a lot of parents, we do got to face reality.
Don't
wait. Don't hold back. Don't say, well, they'll be 18 in 2 more months. They'll be 19 and they grown. No, question it.
Yeah.
No such thing. You 18, you still turning my doorknob.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to obey somebody.
Got to.
Yeah, you got to go obey something.
You have to let the community become involved as well.
Yeah.
People aren't asking questions to make you uncomfortable, or people aren't trying to, prove a point. If there's something going on with the child, man, the child becomes the priority and saving that child's life. So when people start asking questions, if you've been letting it slide this long, you might as well answer it truthfully. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you know for a fact, yeah, my child in the game, man. I wish I had to say something earlier. Allow the village to be the village again, man. Allow the people to contact you. Hey, I saw your child. But if you get defensive, or if people are defensive around you, they might not even want to help anymore, because it's like, now I face repercussion. Now you might turn on me. You know what I mean? If I tell you, your son you was looking for, I saw him over here, such and such, boom, boom, had the bandana on and all this. That wasn't mine. You might have saw something different. It's like, why are we still doing that?
Yeah. Or mind your business.
You feel me? Why are we still doing that? Thank you, but mind your business.
Right.
It's like, come on, man. We have to stop putting ourselves on pedestals as if we're the only people or the only thing raising our children.
Right.
The world is raising them. You could do the best that you can.
Mm-hmm.
You could give them the best advantages or the best resources possible. But when they go to daycare, when they go to school, when they're out in the world, when they're watching television or YouTube, you're not going to be able to monitor everything.
Nope.
They're learning from other places too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If anything, it's a testament to you that you've done everything that you could. If they still go the wrong way, it's a testament to you, because we know it's just not about being in shitty conditions. We know it's not just because you come from the most ghetto of the ghetto, that means you're going to become a crash out. Hey, to be honest with you, most of the times it's the ones from the good communities or the good families.
I was just about to say that. Those be the ones. And for the life of me, trying to figure out why. Why? You got
Curious.
the ones in the ghetto trying to get out.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones who was in the suburbs trying to get in. So
Curious.
get down. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, man.
So that makes it scary as a parent. It tells me, for example, don't give my sons everything.
Mm-hmm.
You got to earn it. You got to earn it. Because if I give you everything because I didn't have it, then you might think, well, this, like, I already seen this side. Let me go see the other side now.
Yeah.
Let me see how the other side play a part. Then now you done spiral out of control. Opposite definitely a trait.
Yeah.
Going back to the village, we failed because truth opened the door for more truth. So if you tell me what my child be doing, I might say, well, your child down there robbing the bakery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's normally when truths get unveiled. Somebody opened the door to truth, and then truth start flying back and forth.
Okay.
Right? So I think we done got afraid as a village having our truths exposed. So we try not to, if I don't say nothing about your shoes, don't say nothing about my shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we've adopted that. And I think social media, we block people who say stuff we don't like. We kick them off our Facebook. We done condition ourselves to only hearing positive reinforcements. We don't even want to bring in something that might mess that up for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, as a collective, man, what do we do from here? You know what I mean? And that's something that I want to ask the audience. Anybody listening, for one, we appreciate you for tuning into what we're doing here. As I mentioned, celebrities, you got your podcast where you can find out about their lives. Or, you know what I mean? You got your podcast or your interviews or whatever where you can find out about what's going on in the celebrity or entertainment world, but very little or very few times when you can actually get content talking about what's going on in your backyard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people, where do we go from here, man? Where do we go from here? Is it truly worth being painted as a saint when your child's life is on the line? Hell, if your laundry got to get aired out, then it just needs to get aired out. But we can't keep on holding laundry in a room and thinking nobody's going to smell it. You know what I mean? Because people know anyway.
Right.
They know your child out here raising hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you going to call somebody else on theirs doing the same, but then tighten up your household, man.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I mean?
And to go back to the relationships, these parents in relationship with younger men, I see a lot of older women that like younger men who gangbang, and I'm looking like your children are suffering. Your children are suffering because, for one, now you're neglectful to them because you got to please this young fella. Now your child saying, oh, my mama like that, so I'm going to be like that. If she like him toting around his pistol every day in front of us, is it knocking away safe, then I'm going to like it. I'm going to tote mine. Now I'm going to ask him, hey, show me that. So I think a lot of parents got to pay attention to the relationship we get ourselves into. And who are we entertaining? Because our children is definitely watching. Don't be shamed.
If I did have some advice to give to the community, it would be, since we're talking about shame, maybe we're using social media wrong. Like maybe we should, instead of putting on all the accomplishments, we put on our anxieties, put it on our failures, the shit we shame of. And then we get that shame out, and then instead of now that laundry's out.
Yeah.
and you know I need help with it.
Right.
So now when you pick it, instead of you picking at me about it, maybe you can give me a little help out. You see my son out here struggling. Maybe you and I put it out there. Now you put him on your basketball team, or
Right.
now you get him into the program, like him setting up for the kids. Maybe you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe we probably need to put our shame out and keep them rewards and our successes more private and put the failures out. And then maybe we can get rid of some of that shame.
Yeah, man. Establish a dialogue with these kids, man. Establish a dialogue with them. 5 seconds, bro. Is all it takes to ask, how was your day? Not even that. 1 second, literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
How was your day? You know how many kids don't hear that on a daily?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just imagine, bro. Imagine riding the bus or whatever, and you see kids getting dropped off at the front, and they get the hugs, they get to that. It's like, damn, I ain't even got that at the house.
Nope. Yep.
Or leaving, getting on the bus, and you hearing, how was your day, sweetheart? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? We going here, we going there. Establish that dialogue with those kids, man, because they will find it somewhere else. It may not be in the same vernacular, or it may not be in the same communication. You know what I mean? But what's up, my nigga? You good?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It hits the same to them. It hits the same. Somebody asked about my day.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Where they won't even do the homework you asked them to do because they don't respect you, man. You know what I'm saying? But a gang influence just ask them, all right, so this is what I need you to do. You know what I mean? First of all, you good today?
Right.
That manipulation.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Shake your hand.
Now, I need you to go and, you know what I'm saying? Such and such over there been talking about gang. You know what I mean? But gang is showing them more attention.
Yeah.
Gang is actually asking how their day was.
Yeah.
Food and all of that. Boom, boom. The basic needs. They're basic needs, bruh. You're going to provide those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But children don't know nothing about that. They don't know how to be appreciative just yet. Their brains are underdeveloped. They don't understand. That's for them. That's the treat for them once they get past 25.
Yeah.
Or once they get 30. Once their brain is fully developed. You know what I mean? But as of now, it's not about that stuff. It's the small things, man.
Yeah. Like cell phones. Parents, please put the cell phones down. We carry a sign for a reason on the door that say no cell phones allowed. Because when a parent come in on a cell phone, the first thing they do is grab a clipboard, sign out that they ain't asked the child how was your day. They ain't said, let me speak with your teacher, your mentor today. You know, nothing is strictly, hold on. Like we gotta put a handle on the cell phones.
Yeah, man.
We got to and start talking to the kids.
Yeah.
You can't just text me and say, have a good day. Oh, put your phone down and talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, how you feel. Get their body language. Lay your eyes on them. You know, don't let them just go to their homeboy sleepover and you don't know nothing. You just sending the text. Anybody could be texting. Your son could be laid out somewhere he dead and friend got the phone.
It's happening.
You know, so yeah, put the phones down. Yeah.
It's happened, man.
Pull up on them.
Man, it's like it's the worst that it's been in a long time out here, especially. You know what I mean? Like you have entire bloodlines being killed off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
really?
As I mentioned earlier, these people are going up against war veterans at this point. You know what I mean? You ever imagine the average 20-year-old who's been introduced to gang violence or shootouts or what? You ever ask yourself how many bodies this person may have under their belt?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because they start so young.
He's been initiated since he's been 14. And he's 23 now, whatever. And now, here go your 16-year-old talking about he jumping out in the field with them. Yeah, I'm going to get me one. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my mans. It's like it's happening so much every day or every week, man. Every week is something new out here. Yeah. We got to start standing in the way. You know what I mean? We got to start standing in the way. Once again, I appreciate the older fellas who are putting that in perspective for them. You know what I mean? Some of them, their days may be numbered, man. You know what I mean? They might have pissed off the wrong person or they might have joined the wrong thing at the wrong time. And it's so unfortunate, but we know it's going to happen. But there's still a generation that has yet to even experience or try to tap into it. Yeah. We got to show them that there are other options out here, man.
Yeah, because you can die in prison too. So that the worst because you can't hide, you can't run. Yeah, the doors pop. Yeah. So it ain't no size in there. You know, so and death is everywhere you go. So yeah, why not make the best of it?
Yeah, man.
You know,
I think together we can all make a little bit of a difference. Like B said, there are going to be people who are going to crash and there's nothing that could be done about it. You ain't got to go to college. It ain't for everybody. You ain't got to do this or that, but you got to do something. You got to do something different, man. But there's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. As a kid, I would always try to do that. I try to do 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? I would try to be with the gang, but also be with my music. I always suffered for it, man. I always suffered. I always found that it was just me in the times that it mattered the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, that's what got me out of it, bro. It got me out of it when I pull up or whatever. I get to school. You know what I mean? We're at the breakfast table and it's supposed to be gang. It's supposed to be that. You know what I mean? But everybody done left and now they leave you with the adversary. My bus get here late, nigga. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just me. And I'm walking through a hall and they waiting for me because they know what I rode the bus here with them. You know what I mean? That's the downside of that. My friends were from the other side of town where I didn't find acceptance from my own neighborhood at one point. It'll always boil down to the point where it's just you. Hopefully you get an opportunity to walk past that like I did, but most people don't. You know what I mean? They don't. You're going to lose your life out here by some people who will leave you alone in the cafeteria, man.
Trying to carry people with you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it ain't never been that. It ain't never been gang at a convenient time. Not for me.
Yeah.
It was never convenient for me, but I was always the convenience. You know what I'm saying? So be my guest, man, if that's what you want to do. But I'm trying to let you guys know, if you want to do music, if you want to play ball, live your dreams or try, you know what I'm saying? But also put realistic goals on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Be realistic about it. Everybody not going to do that. You know what I mean? But you can make you some good money working somewhere. You could be the best customer service rep at your job. You can be the best this or the best that. They'll give you raises for that. They'll give you, plans or more benefits. And then you could take that. You could take you and your old lady on a trip somewhere. You know what I mean? You could buy your kids nice clothes. You feel me? You can do this for your moms on Mother's Day because I get it. We got to undo some things. Moms probably ain't never had a proper Mother's Day.
Right.
You feel me? You could do that. Young man, you can do that if you take your opportunity and your life serious now. You know what I mean? But all this, bruh, all your friends dead.
Yeah, leads to nothing.
All your friends locked up.
Yep.
All your friends still gang in their 50s. You know what I mean? All your friends still, they leading your kids now. You locked down, they leading your kids into it. OG Bobby Johnson, nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They leading your kids into it. But there's another way, man. There's another way. You want to get down with the music, hopefully this thing we got going on can be built up to where we can have more opportunities by then. But for now, you out here on your own, no matter how much of a gang you got. You know what I'm saying?
And it shouldn't take you that long to realize it. It shouldn't take you that long to say, I'm actually by myself. It don't take 10 9 people to die to say, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
They get you one by one. They don't get y'all in groups. And if you come in a group, you still get asked the question by yourself. You in that room by yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know what your partner's saying. You don't know what's going on outside them doors. So act the same way as if on the street. So to the community, please step in and be a big influence on the children. Some we can't save.
And tell your kids, you might just work at Walmart your whole life.
Right.
That's perfectly fine.
It's all right.
And you get you a woman who work at Walmart and y'all can have a nice, regular life, Everybody got dreams of making 6 figures a year by themselves and being a millionaire and driving a Lamb and having on all this jewelry. I just have a nice little regular life. I think some people crash out because they know I ain't got shit.
Right.
I can't bring nothing to no table. All I got is this gangster shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's why you see older gang members too, though. That's all they got. They can't tell a joke. They can't work a job. You know what I'm saying? They felons, all they got is this gangster shit. And we trying to take that from them.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it a little earlier, guys. You know what I mean? For the youngins. You know what I mean? For the older generation, that's a nail in the coffin.
It's over with.
It's over with, man.
Yeah. It don't take that long.
It's over with, man.
It take too long.
And a lot of y'all young niggas, it's about to be over with for you too.
It'll be over with.
Fast.
You gonna blink and you done did 22 years.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine that though? I don't like being in my room too often nowadays.
Right.
20 years. Your block that you was fighting for, that you killed or whatever for, it's been gentrified by the time you come home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not in the same name no more. You feel me? All of this for what? What's the real behind why we do this or why we claim blocks that we don't even own the property on? Man.
What's the real reason why you killing?
Rodney King said it best, man. Can't we all just get along? You know what I'm saying? Stay away, bro. That be tripping me out too. A lot of these cats stay on different sides of town. You got to drive like a few miles to get to your adversary.
Right.
Why is there so much issue? Can't you just stay the hell on your side?
I was trying to figure out what is the issue. What's the real issue? Nobody didn't beat up your sister. Nobody didn't beat up your mama.
He smashed this girl.
And
One dude from one side of town smashed a dude from another side of town.
You think I think it's pocket watching.
They got into a fight and they jumped old buddy. And then after they jump old buddy, he got his friends. And then now 3 months later, somebody about to get shot.
Man.
Yeah, the social media and pocket watching.
Hey, let some of these women tell it though. They be airing them out. It ain't about smashing the women. It's about smashing the guys.
The guys now.
Smashing the guys.
Oh, man. Listen, what I hear from this studio,
wicked.
man, and this is like my theory as well, sometimes a lot of this frustration comes from battling with your sexuality.
Too.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of these young... Think about it, man. When we was younger, a lot of this stuff wasn't put on TV in front of our eyes, right? For us to have to even question, it was subliminally done. That's not my call. And it's all right with me as far as being who you are. And you know what I mean? I work with people who are homosexual. I work with people who are whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to like what the content is, what's put in front of the kids, you know what I mean? Let them get older before they get an idea, or you know what I'm saying? Because that way we can truly determine whether it's in you or not. Because right now it's kind of ambiguous. It's too much going on, and we don't know whether it's the media or whether it's, you know what I mean, this or that.
Movies.
But hey, man, a lot of these cats is probably battling with their sexuality or battling with the idea that they feel certain ways, and they're angry because that gets bashed so much. So now you ain't even spinning about a woman. You spinning about, you know what I mean, the dude you beefing with. You got a crush on him, man.
What's the show it was on?
Not you beefing with your crush.
P Valley. look at Murder on P Valley. How he was a rapper and a gangster, but he still had Cliff on the side, and then
Cliff on the side.
Yeah, you ain't see Murder. Yeah, just like P Valley. Then he started crashing out because
is crazy.
He started crashing out because of the same reason. Shame.
Oh man.
Shame. Hey, it's
Cliff
out there.
on the
It's out
side
there.
is a shirt.
You got Cliff on the side. It's the
Cliff
shame.
on the
Yeah,
side.
you shame. So if anybody say something to you, you crashing out.
Man.
Instead of you just
so y'all saying a
defending
lot
Cliff.
of these.
You can just defend Cliff.
Listen, man.
And move on and live longer, but you don't want to defend Cliff. Now you want to kill Cliff. You know. Now you know
Another shirt is beefing with your crush is another shirt. That's wild work we got going on today.
Listen, man.
It happens.
This ain't about the fact that people are homosexual. It's not.
No.
This is about the closet cases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what's comical to me is the lengths you'll go through or go to in order to hide the fact that you in the closet. You'll kill a nigga, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nobody can't find that out.
You thought he was cute, and now you hate him.
Yeah.
Y'all done had some interactions, and now you got to kill this nigga. He about to air you out.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. We thinking it's street beef. You got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
It ain't street beef. You know your mama don't own that house.
Yep.
But what does that other guy own? He owns the truth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, you out.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yo.
you out.
Beefing with your crush is nuts.
Yes. You're beefing with your
And Chris
crush.
on the side is crazy.
Chris on
I'm
the side,
telling
Cliff
you,
on the side.
Cliff on the side.
Is that something?
Yeah.
Is that a term that they're using, or did you come up with that?
No, I came up with that. Cliff.
Hey, man,
I ain't want to
listen.
say the whole name. Cliff.
Merchandise is coming, man.
Cliff on the
Cliff
side.
on the side.
Keisha got her some merchandise
Yeah.
coming. B got merchandise coming. Oh, it's
Cliff
crazy.
on the
Not
side.
the Cliff on the side,
Yeah,
man.
you got a Cliff on the side.
And a lot of y'all are currently talking to men who got a cliff on the side.
Yeah, that was
Man.
females come in. That.
Oh, damn
Your
it.
baby daddy got a cliff on the side. You
cliff
like
on the
which
side.
what you was doing out last night? He was with Cliff.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild.
That's wild, man.
And he gonna defend Cliff every time. That's why it's always the argument. You gotta leave home. Gotta go back with Cliff.
So y'all think a lot of our problems might be in the closet homosexuals?
I think it deals with what like emotions being mixed up. Whether it be that sexuality, whether it be frustration on how to communicate, it has to do with the emotion or the frustration of something. But we can start there because it's more prominent these days. But for the prominence, we also got to think about the people who just ain't being honest with themselves.
True.
You know what I mean? you have people that are bisexual also. You know what I mean? Which if you identify yourself as that, you confirm that to the public, you don't have nothing to hide.
Yeah, air out your shame.
Right. Yep.
Air it out.
Air it out.
But some people just would rather, you know what I mean?
Keep that laundry.
They'd rather keep it there. Or keep it locked up.
House.
You feel what I'm saying? Brings it back to the parental involvement, man. Talk to your kids, bruh.
Yeah.
Talk to your kids and don't shun them if he might walk a little different. Or don't shun her if she want to wear boy clothes. It's like they need you more than ever, man.
So female gays don't go around killing people. You see what I'm saying? But homosexual men, I guess they don't want to be seen as soft.
It's the biggest taboo for them.
Yeah, and I think it's the men they attract. It's
they want a gangster.
Yeah, and it's gangsters who's like that.
Oh my god.
So when they get tied up, then it comes in the female.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh, nah, I got to kill you because you don't air me out. I got to make sure I kill you because you the liar. But really, he's the truth teller. Cliff the truth teller. But he gonna threaten Cliff to get Cliff right. Cliff gonna tell the truth, so he got to shut Cliff up.
Nah, but I mean, even at that, you know what I mean? Like, people who've been beefing for years now, and you just never knew, well, why did that start? Or how on earth did this end up like this? How did it end up with him killing him? They've been beefing for years. Or they didn't like each other for years. I heard it was over a ball game, but what happened before that ball game, man? Do people really hold on to 10-year beef from basketball?
Yeah, because they don't want to be the pussy.
Yeah.
They don't want to feel like I was the one that said I can man up and apologize and take accountability.
No, you ain't catching what I'm saying. It's deeper than that. That's a relationship.
So you know
what I'm saying? They got on the court and started fighting because of the relationship that ensued beforehand.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like, hey man, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is all factual. I don't know, but it happens. It happens, man. The only thing that'll make somebody want to kill somebody so bad.
The only reason you ain't scared of jail. Because you ain't scared of men.
No. Tell y'all.
Listen.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all be like, go to jail.
I'm going to do my time. It's only time.
It's only right.
Man.
You doing time. Shit. He having a ball back that bitch.
Woo.
He living his dreams.
Man, yo.
Ain't nobody judging back here.
Shit.
Yeah, they walking. They passing by. It's normal.
If he keep going to jail, man, that's wild.
Yeah, they don't do nothing to stay out. Nothing.
Right. I'll do another 5 right now. Because they do say we always the government always be like, yeah, we have people who go to jail come back 76% of the time. I wonder if these niggas just gay.
The ultimate double life.
They got programs to keep you out.
Living.
Anybody want to do that?
All this time. Hold on.
It's the relationship on the court.
He got an epiphany, man. You done had an epiphany.
Yeah.
Because that would explain. You know how something will happen. You'd be like, man, let that shit go. And he like, no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's his ticket, man.
I don't care about nothing. I do it.
Man.
Call him.
Call the police.
It's a
when
lot.
a nigga tell you to call the police, oh man, that's crazy work.
Hey, it's a lot going on out here, man. Like I said, it's a lot of influences, man. You know what I mean?
But just because you gay don't mean you gotta be gangster.
Yeah. Shout out to the people who live in their truth, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love
y'all
them.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to y'all, man. This is in no way satirical towards anybody who's living their truth. But as you can see, there's a problem with keeping things secret. You feel me? Yeah. Keeping gang life secret from your parents. Parents keeping gang life secret from the rest of the family so you don't got to get shunned. Or whoever keeping a sexual... Hey, man, truth is truth. What they say, the truth will set you free, man.
The truth shall set you free.
Set you free.
Set you free.
You know what I mean? Maybe you ain't got to be going to prison behind stuff like this if you just live in your truth, man. It's like,
so the truth is just shame.
The truth is shame.
Yeah, the truth is shame.
The truth is the ability or the willingness to be shamed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm a parent and my son wants to be the other way, right? And I'm telling him, you better not be gay. You ain't doing that because I'm shamed as a parent, right?
That's not fair.
So that's not fair, right?
Yeah.
So think about the child in the sense of, well, she shamed me, so I can't really be myself, so I got to go out here and play gangster.
Boy.
But I really like perfume.
Man,
you know, I really like to dance around, but I got to showboat a gun around, but I really like to dance
around. So I'm dancing around.
You know, I want to show her this dance, but she's trying to make me show her this move.
But a lot of these new dances, you know what? Y'all got me looking at the world. Wait up, what is happening?
B is on a different time right now. He don't got enlightened, man.
These niggas. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you
but you did say you brought up the the dances.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because they know, parents know. I think parents know, but they're more ashamed as a parent. Now when the child get older, he reckless.
Y'all know the dance where they do like this?
No.
I ain't want to shake my hips.
I never talking about, but I never talking about it's on TikTok.
What if that's like you ever like the nay and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
What if those are just closeted?
It's like a leak out. It's like a
leak. What's his name? Who sang that song? I would have fucked me too. If I was a bad bitch, I would have fucked me too. That's a song. And I'm like, is he saying he's a bad bitch? Like, what the
crazy work?
Yep. So that woke me up right there, and I'm like, yep. You know what? A lot of men want to be women, and they can't be the woman. So they bash the women. They get reckless, and kill a nigga if you try me. But really, you wouldn't.
Oh, man.
What's the percentage of black men who you think are homosexual? If you had to put a percentage on it.
A percentage based off of this new age, this new generation that's okay with everything. They okay with doing every kind of drug.
Yeah.
They okay with repping any kind of gang. They okay with shooting their own people. I would say a hefty 75%.
75.
And that's like the ones we don't know about.
Closeted.
Included. I wouldn't say that they're all the way in, but I think they struggle with their sexuality and struggle with, their mentality.
Yeah.
75%.
Crazy work.
Yeah. I mean,
75.
The signs are there. Look at it, man. Our biggest representatives are going down, and it's being said that, hey, they've been messing with men and they've been messing with women.
It is a lot of closeted. Damn. As a female.
Okay.
What percentage would you give it? Closeted gay black men.
Oh, 90.
90.
Damn. 90. Just like you said, I think a while back on the first or the second episode, you was like, if you have too much of this, then you're going to start wanting this. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the man now. Like, why you got to hit everything?
9 out of 10 of you. Hold on.
Man.
Come on.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
All them
That's
problems,
what I'm saying.
all the problems cats them had, and you looking at it like, damn, it ain't that deep. Or,
right, because I done been there.
Yeah. Damn, why y'all, hey, chill. What? You trying to stop something. You are intervening in a relationship argument right now, and you don't even know it.
Domestic violence.
Yep. That's exactly
a lot
what
of
it
this
is.
beef is domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Man,
yeah.
bro.
Because you shouldn't leave last night.
From a woman is crazy.
Yeah.
Because you said you was going to break up with her, but you didn't.
Yeah. Or come hang with me while y'all want to sit in the house and be bored with your girl, man. I'm like, what?
You said we was going to be together on your birthday.
Right. Now you got to
kick it with the fellas.
Come kick it with the fellas, man.
Let's go play some football.
Yep. It's chilling in the man cave.
I don't know, man. Everybody just got to live in their truth, man.
Man cave is now crazy.
Yeah. Man cave is crazy.
90%.
I mean, it's a possibility that it's true, man. Yeah. 90% of them are hidden.
Y'all get in the comment section.
Yeah, please.
And give us a percentage.
Because somebody keeping the ones who's out of the closet back in the closet. Somebody entertaining them.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. Yeah. Somebody entertaining them.
You can't be in the closet by yourself.
Right, it ain't women.
Oh, this gang, man.
Everybody
gang.
Or maybe they're just curious. I don't know.
Gang, man.
Because women are extravagant.
This episode ain't for kids, by the way, man.
It's not.
We got 2 of them in the hole.
Because
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you got to come out the closet.
Yeah, they don't want a strong woman. They want a strong man.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
It's culture, man. It's culture. It's primitive behavior, for one.
Just one more thing, and then I'm gonna let it go.
It's Thursday. Home be what?
Hold on. When you're saying this primitive, what if the natural behavior is for you to be with a man and your non-natural behavior? Like, what if, what's happening where it got to 90%? Like,
I think
you don't see what
I see what you're saying. I think what it is really, one of mankind's biggest faults is falling for temptation, and temptation hits more people than not. So it's fair to say that temptation will hit 90% of people harder than it will 10% who can see it's probably I want to progress or I want to build. Your preference is your preference. for one.
Right.
But, if we're talking on a reality level or on a realistic level, it's just, most people are tempted.
Yeah.
Everybody finds the same problems on the other side.
Right.
Like, even homosexual relationships, they cheat.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just not satisfied. Then now you playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you playing. It ain't even about what you thought it was about. It's just nature at this point.
Yeah, you was a busy bee. You was all over the flowers.
But when you saying nature, if it's anything over 50%, you don't see what I'm saying?
You're saying the nature of the nature of mankind.
Yeah.
At that point.
It's homosexual.
I think it's a temptation. That's like saying, okay, if you taking B is over there being blown away, bro.
Man.
That's like murder, man.
Mm-hmm.
All of us, 100% of us are capable of murder. Does that? It's kind of proving your point.
Right,
It's like, does that mean that we're all murderers?
And some of us just
choose not to.
Not to.
You know what I mean? But look at the fact that we choose not to, we end up in better predicaments. You know what I'm saying? So, is it safe to say that being human involves not doing what humans normally would do at this point?
Fighting temptation.
So
I think that's the Bible do say the heart is you born wicked. So maybe we just gotta fight and that's probably how we born on right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta fight. I ain't never had to fight being gay though. I never looked at a dude and was like, yeah.
But some don't come out that it flows like, yeah, you look good today, man. You look nice.
Yeah,
and we don't think about where's that coming from, the heart or the pants. You gotta just know how to read the room.
The heart of the pants.
The heart of the pants, man.
That's why it's the compliments a little bit. You compliment too much. It's like if I'm a gangster and you coming up and showing me you compliment me too much, I'm gonna start eyeballing you. I'm gonna watch you more than I'm gonna watch you normally because now you saying, man, you iced out. That my boy, he iced out. I'm out now. I'm clutching something now because I gotta watch you because you're watching me more than I'm watching you. So it's just different ways it goes. You gotta read the room.
The heart of the pants.
The heart of the pants, man.
The pants.
Man.
Yes.
This is crazy. I learned a lot today.
It's out there.
Hopefully y'all out there learning too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, live in your truth. Be honest. Parents, talk with these kids, man. You know what I mean?
Don't be ashamed.
They need you more than ever, man. They need you right now. You know what I'm saying? So sit down, create a dialogue. Let it be okay for them to tell you things. Don't put yourself before them as far as their own life is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they feel certain ways, it's like, hey, that's them. You know what I mean? You don't have to support the lifestyle they choose to lead, but you can support the child nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
As a person.
You can still have, I'm talking about even for the children who are of age, you know what I'm saying? You can still have dinner with your kids or lunch with your kids or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Just so long as they're not channeling all of that frustration from not having somebody to talk to or not having guidance into spinning the block and then calling it gangster shit. Because it's not gangster, man. Usually people don't want to kill nobody about no block or kill nobody about no gang. You know what I'm saying? It might be something totally different. So make sure you tap in with your kids. The village will do what it can based off how you allow the village to be the village. But hey, man, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Right. But hey, anybody got any closing statements, man? Everybody look to be.
We looking like out.
I guess I'm going to have to go home and think.
Yeah.
Everybody just think. Everybody go home today and do some thinking.
Just be safe. That's my message. Be safe.
Be safe.
Learn how to read the room. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Know it's out there.
And, when you get a chance, make sure you head over to our merch store, 2g-ent.com. You'll find the merch table. You'll find other resources, programs for the youth, programs for small businesses and entrepreneurs, trying to get the community involved in positive things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, go support the merch. Kesey and B on the road, man. We're going to have so much merch to roll out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But keep this thing rolling. That way we can have more conversations in the comment section. If you got a conversation that you think we should tackle or you want to hear more about, like I said, this ain't for the celebrities, man. This ain't for you to hear about celebrity. Like, this is our own backyard, man. So,
blow it up.
You know what I'm saying? We got to air it out, man. We got to go in the house and get all the laundry out the room, man, because we need it. You know what I'm saying? We need to have these conversations. People can understand themselves better if there's a dialogue that's clear and transparent, and it might get down to the bottom of some things. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna let B go, man. He got to go home and reevaluate some things, man. Hey, arguments he don't try to stop. Fights he don't try to stand in between.
Stay out of.
You feel me? Hey, I done deduced this like years ago. So every time I see some things, I'm always asking like, well, what's going on in that person's head? But he gotta catch up to the party, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was late to the party. Yeah. But I'm glad I got the invite.
Yeah. Glad you got the invite, man. Yeah. Let's just make sure that it ain't a Diddy party next time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Till next time.
But yeah, man, appreciate you guys, man. Much love. You know what I'm saying? B, man.
B said,
yes, man. I'm sorry I had to drop that on you.
Hold on, wait, I gotta go back. I can't leave it like that.
Dog, so the nature of man is.
Hey. I'm sorry, we had to bring the real to you, man.
That's wild work. That's a lot of wild work.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild, wild work.
Saying that from his heart. Right?